The Burns Park Players, a community theater that raises money for the arts.
It's the opportunity to be part of a team and to create something together that's beautiful.
The Burns Park Players began as a way for parents to raise money for children's summer camp back in 1983.
We just did a talent show. The following year, we had a boombox and we did Grease.
We made our sets out of cardboard. It was really, we couldn't do more than 2 shows without the sets falling apart.
31 years later, the sets are solid and the shows are elaborate. Hello, Dolly had a cast and crew of 200, including 80 children.
This model that we've had where we incorporate lots of actors into the show, children and adults, means that we have more people who want to come to see the shows.
After 2 months of planning, auditions for Hello, Dolly were held in October.
It takes a woman all powdered and pink to joyously clean out the drain in the sink.
I'm looking for, are you making choices? I'm looking for, are you engaging with your scene partner?
I'll loan it to you and it'll be all okay. I'm going to do the hoochie coochie. I'm gonna do the hoochie coochie.
To bring you the sweet things in life. Yes, New York, it's really...
Probably for both the singing and the dancing, there's an initial evaluation. Are you a really good dancer? Are you a terrible dancer? Are you somewhere in between?
Mostly what I look for is just somebody that has a really good attitude and the willingness to learn.
You can never, ever carry
Then began 10 weeks of rehearsals.
So this is just to get a sense of the plot, get a sense of things.
Mrs. Levi!
A name I know as well as my own butt. Not my own butt. A name I know as well as my own, but let's not go into that right now.
It's true? No? It's true, yeah. She just stepped out of a white and gold carriage.
Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and...
Think about a slightly lighter mix.
Before the parade
Space, drop, yes.
Yeah.
passes by.
That kind of feel,
Yes, New York, it's really us, Barnaby and Cornelius.
I want big eyes, big eyebrows, big mouths.
So I guess we picked the play about, must have been about August, and got Caroline to come on as being the director.
Kind of like at the beginning of Singing in the Rain, he does a little do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
She really knows us and knows the company really well because she's been an actress with the company.
You're the Nile, you're the Tower of Pisa, you're the smile on the Mona Lisa.
And she's extremely organized and is very thoughtful and creative about what her vision is for the show. She has an enormous sense of fun, I think, and really likes to have the rest of us have fun and to be able to have us play a little bit.
You're the boss.
I know.
You do whatever you want.
I am the boss. I'm in charge.
This is really her first experience as a director of production as big as this. There were a lot of musical numbers in this show. I mean, just the sort of traffic direction alone is an enormous job.
The first graders are first.
Second graders, are you ready?
I am giving everything I've got to this group, and it's a worthwhile way to spend my time to make this show great. And so I hope that that care and that love comes through too.
short.
Don't you think my dancing has all polish and all flair?
Right now, I'm a professor of physics and astronomy at the University of Michigan. For 20 years, I've been teaching these enormous classes, and it has taught me to use my voice.
Interpret that graph for me. It shows you the total cross-sectional area. Close your eyes and see this.
So some parts of being on stage are really easy for me. The fear of whether or not I would be able to memorize things like that, particularly at my age, was really scary. The way you memorize things is to do it a million times. So I'm a runner, and I'll run around town in the morning and sing all the songs, recite all the lines. I'm sure lots of students see me and think that I'm crazy.
You know, you're dealing with people who are lawyers and doctors and teachers and have busy, busy lives.
In fact, after attending one rehearsal, busy lawyer John Pato had to miss another. He was in Washington that day, arguing before the Supreme Court.
God save the United States and this honorable court.
Mr. Pato? Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the court. Justice Alito is entirely...
Then he was back in Ann Arbor for more rehearsals.
The set designers, Jerry and Mark, are magicians at creating new worlds.
I wanted to have a strong sense that we were at the turn of the century, but actually kind of a little bit of Mary Poppins-ish. I like Mary Poppins.
Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it an obby one in all the grandest style? I wish I could have one that's just the same as that. Wherever I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat?
I look at these as sculptures, not as things that people actually have to wear. I just want it to look fabulous.
The gentleman partner had to pick up their lady, and she would fan kick her legs. And a lot of them probably have never fan kicked before or been lifted and asked to kick at the same time. It's also something that takes some practice, and it takes a lot of trust in your partner that they're not going to drop you.
So far it's going well. I'm sure we'll hit road bumps and hiccups and all kinds of things.
By the way, it's bad business. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. Thanks, Barry. Was that right? I somehow ended up back? Yeah.
I'll find one myself.
Sitting on the stool.
Half the people in this world... I screwed up that. How can I screw that up?
It's hard to think that this is going to be a show soon. The passerelle is the kind of section of stage that is built out into the audience. There are definitely moments where Dolly's on the stage and the other actors are on the passerelle, and she's watching them out there living life. I think the real message of the show is to join in, that it's worth taking the risk, it's worth loving and losing again. All of those things are worth it because that's what living is.
Dolly, the world is full of wonderful things. Come with us, Dolly.
I will, Irene. I will.
That dovetails beautifully with the message of the Birds Park Players, which is we're raising money for the arts. We want people to be involved, we want people to care about their community, and that really is at the core of this show.
There's 80 children in the cast. There's a child care crew. There's like a camp that happens in the cafeteria downstairs during the dress rehearsals.
Don't forget to bring your maiden answer to match.
We're here. We're ready to get all these other challenges in here and make it even better.
One of those challenges, bitter cold weather. It closed the school where they rehearsed.
We lost at least 3 to 4 rehearsals due to snow days. We're in crunch time now, guys.
And I'm probably smiling, but inside I'm kind of nervous.
If there's a snow day on opening night, we cannot produce the show.
We have a show. I think we have a show. And I'm going to go to sleep.
The weather improved, and finally it was opening night.
Hi, Emily. How are ya?
We all get up on stage and warm up to a song from Hairspray. It's been going on for as long as I've been here, which is at least a decade. And it's just a way to loosen up and have fun.
We're about to have opening night of a pretty delightful little show we got going on here.
You build something together. You build friendships and you build communities.
At the fourth and final performance, a heartfelt announcement. They were dedicating the show to Steve Gradwall, a fellow actor who had died the year before. His widow was given the hat he had worn in Guys and Dolls.
Because we think there's a little piece of Steve in all of us, we would like Lisa to have a little piece of us forever. Goodbye.
After the show, cast and crew all worked together to dismantle the sets.